morning. Thank you for joining me. I am Bill with Severe Radar Watcher. This severe weather event. We could see some tornadoes, strong gusty winds. Strong gusty winds. There's a threat of hail today. So we're going to look at this perspective outlook. So this is not a live event. I know it's supposed to be going live stream, but this is a event showing you the event right now that's going on with the perspective outlook. Here we're looking at today on, see, it's 10 a.m. today. This is Eastern Standard Time. We're looking at a enhanced risk from Louisiana into central Alabama. This includes Bogalusa, Louisiana, Macomb, Hattiesburg, and Laurel, Mississippi, Jackson, Alabama, Thomasville, Alabama, Linden, Montgomery, and a little bit of Troy. That's the enhanced risk for today. The slight risk goes up from Monroe, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, New Iberia, Lacombe, New Orleans, Jackson and Meridian, Mississippi, Hazelhurst, Natchez. Sorry, Monroe is not included in that. I looked at it wrong. Um, Philadelphia, Mississippi, Utah, Alabama, Birmingham, and even into western Georgia, including LaGrange, Peachtree City, and Columbus. All right, now we're going to look at today's um, probable tornado risk. You see, we have a 10% risk going from Bogalusa, Hattiesburg, Laurel, Jackson, Thomasville, Linden, and Montgomery. That's where the enhanced risk is placed right now. And you'll see how this follows a slight risk. This is your 5% risk from LaGrange, Peachtree City, Jackson, Natchez, Baton Rouge, New Orleans. And then you got your marginal risk that's in Panama City, Port St. Joe, Atlanta, Athens, Rome, all the way up to Huntsville, Columbus, Mississippi, Yazoo City, Wisner, Louisiana, Alexandria, DeRidder, and then there is a significant risk for tornado today, and it is around where the enhanced risk is, which is Hattiesburg, Bogalusa, Macomb, Laurel, Thomasville, Alabama, Jackson, Alabama, Linden, Alabama, and Montgomery. And then we're going to look at the wind risk for today. You see there's a 30% wind risk for Linden, just south of Meridian, Laurel, Hattiesburg, Macomb, Bogalusa, Jackson, Thomasville. I'm repeating a lot of these because they're in the enhanced risk right now. Then you got a 15% that covers the slight risk. Peachtree City, LaGrange, Andalusia, Atmore, Alabama, Biloxi, Mississippi, Baton Rouge, Jackson, Louisiana, Hazelhurst, Mississippi, and Philadelphia. And then you see your 5% risk all the way up to Athens, Georgia, Huntsville, Gadsden, Alabama, Kansas, Alabama, Hallieville, Alabama, Columbus, Mississippi, Yazoo City, Wisner, Alexandria, Louisiana, DeRidder, Louisiana, Beaumont, even Beaumont, Texas is involved in this. And then you got Port Sulphur. Look at the hail risk for today. It's just a small area. It's a 5% hail risk for Linden, Thomasville, Jackson, Hattiesburg. Again, this is where the enhanced risk is for severe weather today. And this is what the SVC is saying. I'm gonna put it back on a categorical. That way you see what I'm talking about. Uh, this is actually from the from the SPC. There's enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms across southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi, and south central Alabama. Severe storms will be possible this afternoon through late tonight from the lower Mississippi Valley into western Georgia. Primary severe hazards include the risk for a few tornadoes and scattered damaging winds. And then another round of thunderstorms expected during the evening and overnight as the cold front pushes through the region. Strength of these storms could be what they say modulated by the coverage of the afternoon storms. It will cause a greater storm coverage, reducing buoyancy of the storms. However, their current expectation is that persistent that the low level Theta E advection will allow for quick air mass recovery. So that means the air mass is possibly going to recover quickly and cause these night storms to get stronger. Um, so that, like I said, strong to severe storms are likely within this line. Primary severe risk with this line includes damaging gusts. Low level shear will remain strong to support potential for line embedded tornadoes. This is what we call a QLCS. It's a line of severe weather that's going to be pushing through with the cold front into the areas. So that is what we're expecting for today. Now let's look at day 4. Day 4 is interesting. Again, this is for Saturday. You notice here, they have put out a 15% risk for Texarkana, Pine Bluff, Memphis, Columbia, Cleveland, Tennessee, all the way down to Gainesville, Georgia, Atlanta, LaGrange, Birmingham, Alabama, Gadsden, Montgomery, Jackson, Alabama, Dauphin Island, Alabama, part of the western panhandle of Florida, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Nacogdoches, um, in Tyler, Texas. Um, but then you got your 15%, 30% risk that they're looking at for Saturday, which includes Monroe, Louisiana, Yazoo City, Winona, Mississippi, Columbus, Mississippi, Tupelo, Hazelhurst, Soso, Hattiesburg, Alexandria, Louisiana, and Winfield, Louisiana. And Utah, Alabama, like it's got the western edge of Alabama from 65 to the west. It includes I-55, most of I-55 in Mississippi, and most of I-20 as it goes into Louisiana. So let's talk about Thursday. Saturday. All right. This is what's going on Saturday. The guidance continues to forecast a strong upper level trough moving through the southern plains and southeast. So this trough is going to move from the southern plains into the southeast, and that trough will promote a surface low in the Archaeopteryx area during the afternoon, which will deepening the expected to the mid evening into the evening as it generally progresses northeastern with the mid south Ohio Valley. Um, Saturday will have some the mid south Ohio Valley will have some thunderstorms, and then from Friday. The guidance is showing a signal for mid 60 dew points extending much of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, with upper dew points are possible closer to the Gulf Coast. Their strong wind fields are anticipated throughout the atmosphere, especially the troposphere. The shear will be strong, and even though there's the mid-level lapse rates, the buoyancy will be more than adequate for severe storms to occur. The expectation for warm advection precipitation to be ongoing early in the period and for it to make not to make much, if any, southward progress until late afternoon. This strongly forced line will be capable of scattered to widespread damaging winds, along with the threat for embedded circulations, QLCS tornadoes. One of the main questions that remain will be the degree of tornado threat, which will increase with discrete activity ahead of the cold front. Given the weak capping and strong forcing, prefrontal discrete storms are plausible. So what we're looking at here is, let me zoom out on WSV3. It's probably going to get small real quick. What we're looking at, and I'm just going to do this with we're going to have a trough coming through here in the southern plains. This is your southern plains area right here. There's going to be a trough coming through, and you're going to have warm, moist air coming up from the Gulf. And that's going to interact with this trough. With the dew points being in the sorry, dew points being in the 60s and upper 60s, this is why they put this. This is the area where they think the possibility of the severest weather will be. But we can't count this area right here, can't be counted out either because there could be severe storms. We don't know. Um, as the week progresses, things could change. It could be upgraded or downgraded. So right now they're just saying there's a possibility of this. We'll look at your radar right now that's going on. Let it build up, and you see we got some thunderstorm, and then we got some lightning out here in Texarkana, Jacksonville, Texas, Tyler, Texas, just western Texas. I'll go to cut this off, and I'll go to next rad. That way you can see what's going on right there. You can see there's a lot of heavy rain, heavy thunderstorms embedded in here. Um, don't see any type of rotation right now, but that's in eastern Texas, southern, southwest Arkansas. That's going to be moving to the east today. And then we'll look over here in Alabama, Mississippi. We'll move to the east and see what it looks like over here. We're using the Jackson radar. There's your line of this heavy rain that's coming through. There may be hints of thunderstorms. Um, Here we go to Alabama to KBMX, Birmingham. And all this is moving to the east, from the southwest to the northeast. You see there's heavy rains embedded in this, thunderstorms. The Montgomery radar is red because it's out of service right now. Hopefully they'll have that up by this weekend. And then we'll go into Peachtree City. See, we got some light rain here, but the heavy rain is still moving in from the west. That's basically all I got today. Like I said, I just want to give you a quick update on what's going on, what to expect in especially the next couple of days in Saturday. Um, Things could change. It could be worse or it could be better. We just got to wait on the weather models when they get closer. But The days progress, we'll know more as to what's going to happen on Saturday. Yeah, there's a trough that's digging in low, that's creating a ridge, and there's convergence of winds. And convergence is like you're on the interstate and you get closer to a car that's in the fast lane, and then you move over. There's divergence. When you move over, you pull away from them. That's divergence. So just understand that's a little thing to let you understand. But like I said, be safe. Keep in touch with your local National Weather Service on X, their Facebook pages. Have your weather radios. Make sure they got their extra battery. Keep your wireless devices charged. Listen to what's going on. These heavy rains, there's possibly flooding. Turn around, don't drown. But that's all I got for today. Please like us, subscribe, follow us on our social media pages. Um, have a great day. God bless.